Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. So just some updates about my internship. Everything's going great. This week I met with my client twice, which is going great. I think she is enjoying having that extra day to be able to do and work on some things with her, whereas before every other week we were doing more family therapy and family visits. So I was mainly our time was spent doing transportation back and forth. So it only led us to have time for her every other week. This way, every other week we get one day where I'm doing transport, and then the next day, the very next day, we're doing some more living skills and one-on-one work. And then the following week after that, we have 2 days together. And she seems to be doing a lot better with this. She's a lot happy. She's wanting to set more goals. Seeing that we have more time together, she's like, there's more things that I'd like to work on and have you help me with. So that's really exciting. So this week I wanted to talk about mandated reporting. Vermont states that any child abuse and neglect as a child whose physical health, psychological growth and development, or welfare is harmed in a substantial risk of harm by acts of omission of his or her parental or any other adult. A child who is sexually abused or at risk of sexual abuse by another person. Risk of harm is a significant danger that a child will suffer serious harm other than by accident means. The Vermont state law does protect if you're reporting in good faith. You are not criminally or civil liable for if the report is found to be not that is not abuse or neglect. So with that said, I wanted to ask you guys a question as I was looking through the mandated reporting, and I know that within currently, like at my agency, our current policy for mandated reporting is that when you suspect any kind of abuse or neglect, that you go to your supervisor and talk it over with your supervisor before you make the report. And then after, when you talk with your supervisor that you both feel in agreement to make a report, that you would make a report to the Vermont Abuse and Neglect Hotline. So with that said, we currently in Vermont, I'm not sure if you guys follow or know things, current events or stuff that's going on with Vermont, but we did have an individual who had her children taken away. In result of that emotional pain and stuff, she killed 3 of her family members and shot and killed another social worker as she was coming out of one of the buildings. So here we're kind of in Vermont sticking to like a buddy system and really taking precautions and going over protocols and safety plans to make sure that all social workers and individuals in the helping field are protected. So with that said, one of my supervisors ran into an incident where her client had disclosed that she was going to harm another social worker, a case manager that she is working with, that my supervisor is also knows and knows that they share the client, and they all share information together. They work as a team. It's another individual on the team. And after hearing these threats, she contacted the police and contacted the individual who her client had disclosed that she was going to harm. in the process of doing that, she learned that the agency policy is to go to her supervisor, and she is being investigated for breach of reporting through the agency. Not sure all the details, but she was like, you know, you need to, it's really important to understand what your agency policy on reporting is, as well as what the state policies are. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, my question to you guys is, if you had to, as we are mandated reporters, any kind of abuse or neglect that we see, we are mandated to report. If it was your family, how do you think you would feel if you had to make a mandated report on a family member? I ask you this because many times our clients have to report about a family member. And I think it's important for us to try and think about what that would feel like if we were in their shoes and had to report, make a report on our family. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.